Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Crypto Vet coming at you with a video update for the 8 Minute Trader. I am happy to be back from another wonderful week of vacation. I'll be posting a video recap of the vacay here pretty soon. But I wanted to get back out on YouTube and share a video of what's been happening with the 8 Minute Trader community and some of the news and updates that have happened in the past week that I've been gone, which has been a lot. So things are moving really quick here towards the end of the year. Before I get started with this video, I just want to remind you that this is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. This is just for education and entertainment purposes only. All right. So with that out of the way, we're going to hop right into the video. There's been a lot that has happened in the past week. Last I updated you guys, we were at the Rev Alerts version 1.2, and I came back to a version 1.4 that included a really amazing update with it's a calculator that'll automatically tell you what lot size you should do based on the percentage that you want to risk for every trade. So I mean, right, who wouldn't want a calculator that'll tell you exactly what lot size is recommended for your account size balance? Even if you don't use the Rev Alerts, even if you don't use anything else with the Longevity Trading Academy, the value alone for this calculator is hands down there. And I'm going to show you guys that in a minute once I share my screen. There's been some other little things that have been fixed with the alerts, such as the color not changing between the green and the red and the yellow. All that's been fixed. The false alert had been fixed. There was a glitch where an alert would pop up, but a buy or a sell wouldn't appear on the chart. That glitch has been fixed now as well on version 1.4. And word on the street is that they're already working on a version 1.5. I don't know when that will be released or what those updates are going to entail. I did hear that there's going to be a trade manager come out in version 1.5. So we're just standing by to see what all that is going to include. And before I share my screen as to what the calculator can do, I want to share that we are in a very unique time of the year when it comes to trading. And this is something that Sal and the team had shared in the Telegram group. And so I'll just put it here. This was on Monday. And these last couple weeks of the year, you know, a lot of institutions, banks, all these big hedge funds, everyone's on vacation, you know, and so the volume just isn't there. So there's some unpredictable moves that could take place in the market. So they were saying to use this time really to just study. Use this time. This is a great time for new people to come on board because it'll get you time to get caught up on everything that we've covered, get your chart set up the way that you'd like. Just this is a really good time to go back and back test your strategy, see what's going to work for you moving forward, set some goals for you for 2023. And of course, you can still use the alerts and the market open calls to your advantage and continue to compound your account if the opportunity presents itself. But this is the message that was put in the Telegram. Just, you know, hey, spread the word. Starting today until the first week of January, the markets can feel a bit like this. And they put this little guy right here. Come on, do something. Um, there, you can poke at it, but it may not do what you want. These are not ideal trading conditions, and results can vary greatly. The alerts definitely won't be the same. Take advantage of this time to catch up on the important things you may not normally make time for, like reviewing your trading history, solidifying your trading plan, and setting goals for 2023. Things that I just mentioned, of course. Get ready to hit the ground running to make 2023 your best year ever. This is also a perfect time for new traders to get started and go through the training videos and the Academy dashboard to become familiar with the program MT4 and the softwares, so they are ready to go for the new years. All right, so you know, pretty much is just piggybacking off of what I just mentioned. And with that out of the way, I'm gonna just go straight to my desktop here. All right, so this is what the new lot size calculator looks like, and it's just part of version 1.4. If you're already part of 8 Minute Trader and you don't have version 1.4 downloaded, please be sure to do that as soon as possible. And with that, I'm going to go straight away into how this works. So we just recently got a buy alert a couple minutes ago. And as you can see here, the buy came out on this candle. Now, traditionally, before these rev alerts, you might just hop in on the next candle and wait to see what happens. Right now, you would be in profit. But now with these pullback lines here, you can actually set a buy limit order on this dashed line here for a pullback entry, number one, or the second line, which is a 75% based off of Fibonacci retracement. You can set up a buy limit order here as well, and you can place your stop loss. So the way this works is over here, if we're going to go into a buy, we would just click this button until it shows buy. You can do a limit, you could do a market order as well, or you could do a stop. We typically just use market and limit. So if you're going to do a limit order, just make sure this is set to limit. And then you're going to move this guy by double clicking. And let's just say we wanted to do it on this first pullback entry, number one line. Then you come over here to your stop loss price. You put in your risk parameters. If you want to risk 25% of your capital, not 25%, 0.25%, excuse me, on a trade, you make sure that that's reflected there. And then you just double click on stop loss price, double click on this red dotted line, and drag it down to where you want your stop loss to be. So if you wanted it to be right here below the most recent swing low, you could place it there. And now, right now, it's set at a full standard lot, but it's recommending a 0.05 based on my account balance. So if I hit this 0.05, this will automatically update right here to 0.05. And it'll tell me right here that I have a possible loss of $274, which is 0.25% of my account, or roughly, and based off of where I have my buy limit order. So no more guessing of, hey, is this the right lot size? I don't know what I should go with, because as an example, if I double click this limit order and I was to place it on the 75% line, now if I didn't move this, it's telling me that my recommended lot size is a 0.10. So I would just simply adjust my my lot here. I come down here and I could do a buy limit order at 10 and drag that up to here. And then another great thing about this calculator is you can actually double click the stop loss price, select it, copy it, and paste it in your let's see here, in your order, and you can just paste, modify, and you're good to go. You see now it's hiding here. If I move this line, you'll be able to see it. But now you could see here, and if you click the buy, it'll automatically take away all that stuff. But you can see here, I'm risking 329, but this is based off of a different lot. This wasn't based off of the example that I just gave you. So we could try this on a different chart just so you can see how valuable this really is. If I wanted to do a buy limit, I could simply select buy limit. I would make sure this is at 0.25%. Click on my stop loss. And let's bring down, whoops. Oh, we have to move our limit line first. I'll double click. I'll drag it down to, this is pretty much the same area. So I'll just put it kind of in the middle. And then I'll move my stop loss price. I'll double click that. Bring this down to a little bit below the most recent swing low. A little bit of space to breathe. And then we'll refresh. And so now, based off of where this line is here, it's saying that I have a potential to risk $247.30, which is right here, 0.25% of my balance. And the lot size recommended for that, if it hits this limit order for a buy, is 3.38. And I know exactly what my stop loss price is going to be. So let's go through the function here. So we need to do 3.38. And let's do this. 3.38. And we're going to do a buy limit. We're going to drag it up to this dotted line. And if I double click it, oops, we need to grab our stop loss price. We're going to copy that. And then we're going to click on our buy order. And we're going to paste it in here, modify. All right. And now we can move everything out of the way. And you can see here, we now have a buy limit set to exactly where we want. And we're risking $232.27. So we are ready to go if this thing retraces down here and takes back up off towards the moon. So that's just an example of how this calculator works. I'm going to throw in some inserts from a little earlier when I was trading, and you could see it in action. And then I'll come back once those videos are done playing. All right, guys, this is the new Rev Alerts, what the system looks like. I'm doing a live example here in real time. And you could see here the sell alert came through. I entered when I thought was a good time to enter right here. And you can enter on the alert, and then you can also enter it on the pullback. So as you could see, I have the pullback sitting up here, and price actually retraced all the way to the 75%. And as soon as it did, you can see it started to drop, and now we're in profit over here. Another really neat thing that we have is the lot size calculator, which automatically tells you what lot size is recommended. So I'm not going to go into how to use this right now, but you can set your risk. If I wanted to risk 0.25% to the market price on a sell, I'll just hit SL price, and I can move this anywhere I want. And you can see here, if I refresh the lot size to 0.06, now my risk is, this is moving with the market. That's why it's at the market price. So it tells you what the recommended lot size is here if I wanted to only risk 0.25%. So that's awesome. I don't want to do that right now. I'm in 2 trades currently. We have a red folder news event coming up in 7 minutes. So I will probably end up taking some profits off the table just to secure some profits, or I might just let it run and see if the Rev Alerts called it correct. I do have stop loss in place, so I'm only willing to risk, as you can see here, 215 on this trade, and I want to say it was like 230 on the other, just because I was getting in as the market was moving. But you could see here, 1,840 would be my profit on the 75% pullback line, and 777 would be my profit down here on my initial entry. So we're going to let these trades run out a little bit further and see what we can do. All right, so as you guys can see, this is another example here. There was a buy alert that came up right here on this candle, and I entered initially on the low of this candle. We were in some drawdown. I entered into a cost average trade, and then ultimately price came down to the 75% pullback line right here. I entered into that trade, all using my calculator, my lot size risk to reward calculator, and you can see where we are now as far as profit goes. It did turn around. It did not hit the most recent low. I have my stop losses way back here, but you could see we're in significant profit, about 0.5%. So I'm probably going to end up taking profit here. This is a demo account, but I still like the profit. So maybe I'll just close out my most profitable trade. Ooh, she's running. I'm assuming she'll get like to right about here. We're in a rangy time. So I'm actually going to just take all this off the table. 716 bucks in a matter of about, let's see, we started right here. So that is 1, 2. Actually, I could just do this. It was 28 minutes. So not bad for 28 minutes. All right. So as you can see, that's how amazing this new lot size calculator is, and how instantaneous it is. It can be really quick. With US 30, you kind of have to be a little bit quicker with it depending on how fast US 30 is moving. But you can kind of gauge based off of your history and your practice. I recommend using a demo account, obviously, so you can get comfortable with it first before just going all in with a live account. But hey, that's just something that I would do. I'm not telling you you have to do that. If you're interested in getting part of the 8-Minute Trader, make sure you reach out to me. All my information is in the description below. You can reach out to me on Telegram directly or send me an email. I'll probably get back to you a whole lot quicker on Telegram than I would via email, but I do respond to those as well. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to be notified whenever I drop new content. And that's all I have for you today as far as the update with 8-Minute Trader goes. We're going to play out these last 2 years and kind of wait it out before we start a new challenge, and before we fund with some real money so we can get full momentum going into January. So I look forward to seeing you guys there with me, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care.